How much are you looking forward to the World Cup? It's almost here, finally.
Finally, yeah, we've waited a long time, haven't we? And all of a sudden it's upon us, so yeah, looking forward to it. It's a big challenge for some of our guys stepping up to this level. Most of our guys are part-time players, so you know, for them to be involved in something like this, it's something that they're thoroughly embracing, and you know, it's a tough group what we're in, but we'll take it game by game and hopefully get the most out of it.
Game against the Knights at the weekend, what did you take out of that from the team's performance?
Yeah, I think it was never about the result really. It was more about just getting people on the park, getting people together. There's probably 6-7 debutants in that group, so obviously we had to get them on the field and fit together with the other guys. As well, there were a number of guys from overseas who didn't land in Manchester till 12 o'clock on the Wednesday lunchtime, then had to travel up to Edinburgh, so they've had a hell of a 30-hour journey, 30-hour plus. So obviously they needed to get that travel out of the legs, so you know, we rested them up so that they only had one sort of team run, and then they had 20 minutes on Saturday, which is well worthwhile. So got all the travel out of the legs and they're good to go this week.
There's one guy in your squad from Edinburgh Eagles, Lewis Clark, an experienced guy. Would you hope that the legacy of this competition is next time you play you'll have more Lewises? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, we've always said that, and it's getting harder and harder in terms of competition. So next year the Euros, I'm not sure if the figures are correct, but there might be 5 domestic players that we have to have in our squad. So we're conscious of that and conscious of, you know, getting those numbers right and getting those people to a standard that's sort of good enough to play in the full international team. There's kind of an international process that's set up already, so we've got an under-16s programme, an under-19s programme and a students programme. So we want to get people through there, starting young and keep them in that process, so that when they get to under-19s they're kind of good to go. But also we're conscious of club level as well, so we'd like to develop the club scene up in Edinburgh, and there's no better way to do that than to perform well on a big audience and a big World Cup like this.
And does something like the 2016 Four Nations help? Because again, you played at Coventry, you played the top 3 nations in the world, and you acquitted yourselves pretty well.
Yeah, we did. But that being said, the group's a lot different from then. You know, people retire and you know, new people come through. So, but there is kind of a hardcore group of people that have been around the scene for 10 years or so. You know, like Dale Ferguson, prime example. So, and it's always been said when new people come into the group, they're always welcomed in, and they all bond together really quickly. They've got a good solid group of people, so yeah, we're looking forward to it.
You haven't got a Danny Brough or a Peter Wallace this time, who probably when things get tough you give them the ball and they'll manufacture something. Does that make you more of a team if you haven't got those individuals?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, but you know, you can't detract away from other guys who are good with ball in hand. So Ryan Brierley's been outstanding all year for Salford. We've got a young kid, a half-back called Bailey Haywood, who's been playing reserve grade at Canterbury Bulldogs and just been promoted to first grade squad for next year. So we're expecting big things from him. So yeah, you know, like we said before, like good people come and go, and you know, we're always looking forward to getting new people in and watching them perform.
The last World Cup we had on home soil, you're based predominantly around Workington. Fans really got behind you because of the effort they could see that you were putting in. The results came on the back of that, one particularly memorable one. Are you looking for that kind of scenario again this time?
Yeah, we are, yeah. Like I've said before, you know, the people, well, two out of the 3 games are based in Newcastle at Kingston Park. So obviously Thunder play there, there's Newcastle Falcons Rugby Union, so you know, if we could get a bit of a buy-in from those guys, and the Newcastle public love the sport, they're very knowledgeable about the sport, you know, and I think it might help us with England Samoa being on Saturday. I know a lot of people are staying over to watch our game on the Sunday as well. So yeah, you know, speaking to one of the organisers, that I think they've sold around 7,000-8,000 tickets already, so I think it holds 10,500. So if we could get that number in, the atmosphere is going to be incredible.
And as a coach, how exciting is it to know that you're coming up against Australia, who might not be the number one ranked world nation at the moment, and they are the favourites for this tournament? You going up against Mal Meninga, does that excite you?
Absolutely, it does. Yeah, it's the same as the players. This is a world stage for coaches as well as it is for players. But we'll just do our best for the players as a group of coaching staff and try and get the best out of them, put the right structures in place so they're all comfortable and they're not wanting for anything, so that'll bring the best out in the performance.